This is my mom. She used to tell this story about where she came from. She said that back then, everyone spoke one language, and everyone gathered on this plain in Shinar and settled there. And they made bricks, and with the bricks they made a city, and in the city they built a tower. And she worked in that tower. Her job was to write down the history of the tower in that language they all spoke. She doesn't remember the language anymore, but she remembers people saying, "Maybe if the tower reaches heaven, we won't be scattered." But God saw the city and the tower, and God said, "Look, one people, one city, one tower. This is only the beginning of what they'll do." God said, "Let's go down and confuse their language." And I used to ask my mom, "So what happened?" And she said, "God scattered us." She said, "We just stopped building." And I remember how when she said that, when she said God scattered them, I remember the garden my family used to plant. It made me think of the seed we threw around. Maybe the people in the tower had all made the garden one way, and God said, "No, try this instead." But they remembered that place, that city. They called it Babel. Maybe that's why my mom worked as a language teacher for the rest of her life. She learned languages and taught them. She translated poetry back and forth. She went to court with people so that they could have a voice. She always worried, that some people wanted to make everyone speak just one language. When you listen to someone else's language, she told me once, just remember that you're on holy ground. Those are words they learned from their mothers, she said. There's no holier ground than that space between a mom and her child. If you think about that when you're learning a language, she said, it'll make you humble. It'll make you want to love. She said, maybe God wanted us to be more like that.